Hey gang, JC here, and this is the Daily Dose for Thursday, September 8th, 2011, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. Some great television archives up top. We have Sexually Speaking with Dr. Kathy Naughton. Excuse me, new episode for you today, new edition. And of course, our eye candy feature is right there. And if you missed yesterday's eye candy feature with the, I think it's 77 movies in 3 minutes and 20 seconds featuring the World Trade Center towers, please go back and look at it. It's in the archives. And our rock and roll poll question. And by the way, I'm inside today on what is a beautiful day. I set up outside and some guy decided to start mowing his lawn. I don't think you want to hear that in the background, so I decided to just come back inside. Rock and roll poll question yesterday. Pretty much had a pretty good idea of what the answer was going to be, and you confirmed that because 93% of you said you'd be okay with the post office, you know, maybe not having Saturday mail delivery if it would hold down the costs, move them towards solvency, and maybe keep the cost of stamps down a little bit. 93% to 7%, so that takes care of that. All right, doing our big football extravaganza tomorrow, noon to 3. That's Friday on the Big 550 KTRS. A lot of radio stations will be wrapped up in 9/11 stuff. We're actually doing some 9/11 stuff on today's show, Thursday. Tomorrow it's going to be all football. I have reasons for making that decision. If you don't like it, I understand that. You got to make a decision sometimes. Tomorrow we're doing all football, getting ready for the Rams game on Sunday. And if you want to get mad about something related to 9/11, ask the NFL how come they make such a big deal about who's going to sing the national anthem on Super Bowl Sunday and who's going to sing it on this Sunday when they do all the 9/11 tributes. But when the NFL, in a concerted, dedicated, specific effort, keeps the Star-Spangled Banner from being performed as part of your Sunday football telecast. It is a concerted, deliberate effort, and it is planned so that the Star-Spangled Banner, which is performed before every football game in it doesn't matter what NFL stadium you're talking about or what game, it's always performed before the game. But the Fox and CBS networks and ESPN keep it off the air deliberately. So when you get mad about something, get mad about that. Yeah, they make a big deal about when they perform the Star-Spangled Banner, like on Super Bowl Sunday, but they just don't bring it up the rest of the time. Anyhow, plain and simple, are the Rams going to make the playoffs this season? Yes or no? Please answer in the corner. That's our rock and roll poll question. We'll have results for you tomorrow. And, of course, our big football extravaganza. You know, been doing the opening day baseball show on radio here in St. Louis for, 25 years, something like that. And slowly, without much fanfare, the football show has really sort of caught up with that, and it's pretty cool. Maybe not the extreme magnitude of the opening day baseball show, but it's still pretty cool. Noon to 3 tomorrow on the Big 550 KTRS. It is official, and thank God that story about Jessica Simpson having breast reduction surgery so she wouldn't look so huge when she gets married pretty soon is a load of baloney. She's keeping her boobies. Simon Cowell yesterday was talking about the fact that he had gotten set up with Denise Richards on basically a blind date. She showed up for the date 8 months pregnant and with a dog in her handbag. Way to go, Denise. And by the way, what fools who claim to be friends of either couple set two people up when one of the people on the blind date is 8 months pregnant. Not to mention the dog in the handbag. Reese Witherspoon hit by an 85-year-old woman driving a car yesterday. She's going to be okay, though. Allie Lohan, the younger sister of Lindsay Lohan, 17 years old, just had major facial plastic surgery. Here we go again. You can see this coming from 10 miles away. Ben & Jerry's has announced a new ice cream flavor. Yes, it's not statutory grape, which I've been pushing for years, but it is Sweaty Balls, based on the Saturday Night Live sketch with Molly Shannon, Anna Gasteyer, and actually it's Anna Gasteyer. I always forget which A is the soft A and which one is the, it's Anna Gasteyer. Anyhow, and Alec Baldwin in that whole thing. It's a vanilla ice cream with a hint of rum, loaded with fudge-covered rum and malt balls. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. NBC developing a new television show called My Friend is a Lesbo. Obviously, trying to get a little pre-show publicity, they will have to change the name. You can see that coming too. The Colbert Report tonight is going to talk about 9/11 with Tom Brokaw. My brain isn't big enough to figure out how they're going to pull that off, but I will be watching. Elizabeth Canales, who is George Clooney's recently expelled, or she got the heave-ho. Okay, so she's going to be on Dancing with the Stars, and they do a promo shoot. She has a bunch of tattoos and was wearing clothing that exposed those tattoos, but the promo has all the tattoos digitally removed. Why did they do that? They say they're going to put out another one and the tattoos are going to be there. Women drink 25% of the beer in this country, and now there's going to be a new beer that is directly marketed at women. It is called Chick Beer. It's a lighter, lower calorie beer, also less carbonated, so it cuts down on burping. And it comes in hot pink packaging. Right now it's only available in Maryland, but they're going to be going with a wider distribution on that thing. The good folks at the Bradley Bathroom Fixtures Company have conducted their annual hand washing survey. Favorite place to stop for a bathroom break is a fast food restaurant. McDonald's, the restaurant of choice. State-run highway rest areas were the second choice. Once in the bathroom, 9 out of 10 people wash their hands every time. There's always one, isn't there? And 1 in 4 use a towel or their sleeve to open the door so they don't have to touch the handle. I will give the restaurant community and some of the sports venues and stuff like that credit. They have started putting trash cans right at the door of the bathroom because they know people are doing that, and they were just crunching up the towel and just throwing it on the floor. So somebody said, well, why don't we just put a trash can there? People who use a towel to open the door, instead of just throwing it on the floor, get to throw it in a trash can. So you live and you learn. All right, there was a huge controversy, and I was certainly part of the people that questioned the idea of using all these tasers all over the place. Well, they've saved 75,000 years in 20 years, according to the research. Officer injuries dropped 76% when they carried tasers for protection. They've caused 12 deaths in 20 years, and in almost all cases, the person who died was on drugs or over-agitated, but I'm not really sure. It's not a crime to be over-agitated. So it seems to me that they're massaging these numbers a little bit. Fact of the matter is, 12 people have died. Not all of them, I'm guessing, were going to die anyhow. You know what I'm trying to say here? They're trying to say that they're massaging this a little bit. About 81% of the tasers are purchased by police departments and other law enforcement agencies, which means 19% of the general population are running around with tasers, and that scares me too. All right, we got our big football show coming up on Friday, as we mentioned. Dallas Cowboys, the most valuable team in the NFL. They really clean up on merchandising, and their stadium is generating hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue. They're worth $1.85 billion, up 2% from last year. Actually, even in the recession, NFL teams basically print money. The average franchise is worth about $1.4 billion. That's up 1.5% from last year. The St. Louis Rams are in the bottom 10 in terms of value of NFL franchises. What the? A TV weatherman in Arkansas wakes up from a weekend drug bender to find himself in a bathtub next to a dead guy wearing a dog collar? There's a lot going on there. 33-year-old Brett Cummins, K-A-R-K, the NBC affiliate down in Little Rock, Arkansas. He doesn't know, by the way, how he ended up next to the dead guy. He doesn't know who the dead guy is or why he was wearing a dog collar. KARK-TV issued a brief statement saying they were taking Brett off the air for a little while. You think? Kate Gosselin says she's scared for her future now that her show is canceled. You got 8 Asian kids, honey. Why don't you open a Nike factory? 70% of women cannot identify all of the parts of their own genitalia. Well, you know, how can you blame them when you got Tiger Woods in the way of seeing what's going on down there? Birthday today includes Kennedy, the most hated, most disliked MTV VJ of the 1990s. We had her on the show years ago, in person, by the way, and I got along with her great. She was outwardly Republican, and I still wanted to do her. On this date in 1998, Mark McGwire broke Roger Maris's record, and we all know how that turned out, didn't we? And there are 14 days left of summer, as if you need more depression in your life. All right, JC's Eye Candy today. All I'm going to say is every once in a while you come across a woman who seems to have thought of everything. Just look at the picture right below what you're looking at right now. Sometimes you meet a woman and she just seems to have thought of everything. We'll leave it at that. All right, JC's Rock and Roll poll question. Again today, are the Rams going to make it into the playoffs this year? Please answer down in the corner. We'll have results for you tomorrow here on the Daily Dose. It's right over there here at jconline.com. That's it. JC's Daily Dose for Thursday, September 8th, 2011, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.